Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. When Calls the Heart, Melissa Gilbert reveals sad family loss. When Calls the Heart fan favorite actress Melissa Gilbert has just revealed a sad family loss. She has long been in the entertainment industry, and viewers feel like they have grown up with her. So what happened, and is she okay? Keep reading for more details. When Calls the Heart guest Melissa Gilbert has been in the industry for decades. She grew up on television, making a big name for herself on Little House on the Prairie. Melissa moved on to Dancing with the Stars, and was the SAG-AFTRA president. Her health has been up and down, but that has not stopped her from doing everything that she loves. Unfortunately, the 61-year-old star has just suffered a tremendous family loss, and is sharing her devastation over what has happened. Like many people, Melissa has her own chicken coop, which she looks after fondly. The sad thing about chicken coops is that the chicks and chickens often get attacked by predators. At the same time, for many, they develop an attachment to their little birds. Melissa had three very special ones: Betty Jean, Coco, and Peep. They resided at her Sullivan County, New York home, but tragically, they have been killed by a raccoon. Melissa shared what happened and how the raccoon did not even finish them off, but rather killed them and left. Terrible, sad day. A raccoon broke into our coop and killed our three chickens, didn't even eat them, just killed them and left. We feel awfully sad. Rest in peace, Betty Jean, Coco, and Peep. We really loved you. She detailed the heartbreaking incident via her social media in black and white, which was really sad to see. It was clear that the When Calls the Heart actress was struggling with this loss. Pets and animals become family to many, and any passing is horrible. Moreover, knowing that she had to see the poor little loves hurt had to have been all the more painful. Luckily, she had an incredible support system rallying around her. After the When Calls the Heart guest star shared this heartbreaking loss, her fans and followers were quick to chime in. They wanted her to know how much they loved and supported her, plus how awful they felt that Melissa Gilbert was going through this. More so, they saw this as a tragedy and never once attempted to make light of what went down. Sorry, I had the same issue years ago. Raccoon broke and killed all 10 of my chickens. Raccoons aren't that cute in my book. Ugh. I don't think there is anything more heartbreaking than losing an animal. Oh my, just horrible, and I'm so sorry. One of my chickens died last week. We don't know what happened, but it was devastating. Oh no. That gut punched me, Melissa. So sorry. Many had similar experiences and could completely understand what she was going through. Have you had a chicken coop attacked, and can you relate to the When Calls the Heart actress? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. The prairie wind whispered through the tall grasses of Hope Valley, carrying with it the faint scent of pine and lilac. Melissa Carrington paused at the crest of a hill, her bonnet fluttering behind her like the wings of a bird. Below, the valley stretched out in serene perfection, its wooden cottages and winding dirt roads bathed in the golden light of late afternoon. She tightened her grip on the letter in her hand. A letter that would change everything. Just days before, Melissa had stepped off the train, her boots crunching against the gravel of the Hope Valley platform. A schoolteacher by trade and a wanderer by circumstance, she had accepted the town council's offer without much thought. Her heart had grown weary of the crowded cities and clanging streetcars of the East. Here, in the wide skies and kind silences of the West, she hoped to find something more. Something true. The letter was from her sister, Margaret, back in Boston. Come home, it had said. Papa's health is fading fast. He asks for you daily. But Melissa had only just begun to feel the rhythms of this place, where the heart could breathe and time no longer chased its own tail. Still, duty tugged at her. As she made her way down the path toward the town, she passed a familiar face. Lucas, the proprietor of the saloon and occasional philosopher. He leaned against the porch railing, polishing a glass, his sleeves rolled to his elbows. Heading to the post again, Miss Carrington? He asked, eyebrows raised. Melissa offered a small smile. I received a letter. Family matters. Lucas nodded knowingly. Ah, family. The threads that hold us, and sometimes bind us. She appreciated his words, vague though they were. In Hope Valley, even the simplest sentiments carried weight. Here, no one rushed through a conversation, people listened. At the schoolhouse, the children were gone for the day, their chalk drawings still lingering on the blackboard like ghosts of laughter. Melissa took a seat at her desk and unfolded the letter once more. The ink had smeared at the corners, as if her sister's hands had trembled while writing it. Her father had not been an easy man, but he had loved fiercely. She remembered the way he had read poetry aloud in the evenings, voice thick with whiskey and grief, always stopping to glance at her when the lines turned to talk of bravery. Her thoughts were interrupted by a soft knock. Standing at the doorway was Constable Elijah Thatcher, his brown hat in his hand, eyes filled with quiet concern. "Just checking on you," he said, stepping inside. "Saw the mail come in." Melissa blinked back the sudden sting in her eyes. "It's my father. He's unwell. My sister wants me to return." He took a long breath, then crossed the room and sat across from her. "Do you want to go?" The question pierced her like an arrow, clean and honest. "I don't know," she admitted. "For so long I wanted to escape that world. Here, I feel like I've found a purpose. But he's my father." Elijah nodded. "Sometimes, doing the right thing doesn't feel right at all. But it still is." She looked at him then, really looked, and saw the man who had stood by her side when the roof of the schoolhouse had collapsed under snow last winter. The man who brought books for the children and made them laugh with silly impressions. The man who waited. "Do you think people ever come back?" she asked. He tilted his head. "Some never leave, not really." That night, she didn't sleep. She packed a small trunk, folded the letter into a journal, and stood for a long while at the window of her boarding room, watching the oil lamps flicker in distant homes. By morning, she had made her decision. At the train platform, a small crowd had gathered, children with handmade cards, Abigail with her famous jam in a mason jar, Rosemary fussing over Melissa's coat like a mother hen. Even Henry Gowan had shown up, a rare smile softening his usually stern face. "You've left your mark here, Miss Carrington," Abigail said gently. "Don't forget that." Melissa hugged her tightly. "I won't. Thank you for everything." As the train pulled away, she pressed her forehead to the window pane, watching Hope Valley recede into the mist of distance. Her heart ached, but she felt strong. She was doing the right thing, even if it pulled her away from the place her soul had begun to call home. 2 months later, a letter arrived at the Hope Valley schoolhouse, addressed to Constable Elijah Thatcher. "Dear Elijah, Papa passed peacefully last week. He had my hand in his, and he told me he was proud, something I didn't know I needed to hear until I heard it.